What's up, legends? As many of you know, over the last several months, we have been tracking our community investment portfolio, where you guys have decided what we invest in each month and open up to see if we can pull the value from our Pokemon card openings and see if we can grow our Pokemon card portfolio. Well, guys, to date, we have invested about $500 into the portfolio, and right now we're sitting at a $230 loss. And so, guys, we really need a huge boost in order to jump back up to be in the positive, and what better set to do that than Evolving Skies. Help me, Evolving Skies, you're my only hope. So in our recent community poll, you guys voted for us to open up an Evolving Skies ETB. And since I got such a great deal on these ETBs at Costco, I figured let's open up 2 of them today and give us an even better shot at pulling an alt art, which we're really going to need in order to save the community portfolio. So guys, let's get into our opening. Now, if it's your first time here, my name is Luke, and after 20 years, I got back into collecting Pokemon cards to chase that feeling of nostalgia from my childhood. So I hope you'll come along the journey with me by hitting that subscribe button below. And by hitting the subscribe button, you'll also make sure you don't miss future episodes of our Pokénvesting series. So make sure you do that right now. But again, let's take a quick look at our investment spreadsheet. As you can see, it's not been nearly as long since our last opening, but actually, our portfolio value has grown a little bit just based on the card values increasing a little bit. Last time we were sitting at $292, and now we're up to $300. So a nice little increase there. But as you can still see, we are at a loss of $230 approximately. And again, the way that we arrive at this number, first of all, we have locked in profit periodically throughout our openings, so you can see that number here. And actually, we can see the official value of our cards by looking at the collector app, which is an app I really recommend. So if we click here, we can see all of the cards inside of our portfolio. And again, we go back here and we can see our total value up top here. So that's where we kind of arrive at our portfolio value. Again, as you can see, we're at a loss of $230. But like I said, guys, I think you guys made probably the best choice, because we really need at least a $230 profit from today in order to get back on track. And there are several cards in this set that could get us to that point. So 2 in particular could do it just in and of themselves. Of course, the Umbreon VMAX alt art, the value of this is just insane to me. It is a whopping $475 right now. And guys, even the Rayquaza VMAX has been raising in value as well. We were fortunate enough to pull that in a previous opening. When I first opened this card and pulled this card, it was actually worth $215. Now it's $286, which is pretty crazy. So those are the 2 cards that would kind of push us, push our value in the positive direction. And there are several other really expensive cards that wouldn't quite get us there. Glaceon VMAX at $169, Leafeon VMAX $159, Sylveon $153, and there's Umbreon, and so on. There's a lot of great cards in this set that I would love to pull today. In those cases, we'd probably have to pull maybe 2 alt arts, or at least pull one of them and pull some additional value from the other cards. So guys, there is a chance. So you're saying there's a chance, but that chance is pretty slim, I will have to admit. All right, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our packs. We've got our 1 ETB on the left side, so we can kind of keep track of which one is which. We'll see if we do any better in one over the other. I feel like it's been some time since I've opened these. I guess we have opened some somewhat recently, but yeah, I haven't opened the ETBs as often. The ETBs don't always tend to have very consistent hits, but we have pulled at least some gold cards from here, which are secret rares, so you never know, there's a chance. Let's see what we got in our first pack. Ribbon badge and, all right, Volcarona V. All right, starting off with a little bit of value, not too shabby. I feel like I've pulled that Volcarona V at least 6 times. Like I don't know why it keeps popping up when I've opened this set. Starting off with the Leaf Dream Ball, Dreamweaver, Reap, Zorua, Tentacool, Boost Shake, and Slacking Hollow. I guess we'll stick that up there, might have a little bit of value. Every bit counts when you're this far behind. Ooh, let's pull some fire. We need it. Zinnia, Chinchou, Petilil, Dano, Teddiursa, Hoppip, Eevee Reverse, and Gourgeist, non-holo rare. It's electric, Boogie Woogie Woogie. It's a Golduck. Zorua, Tentacool, Florges, and Gilgath. Like I said, I used to like opening up ETBs a lot, but I feel like they can be just so inconsistent, especially with more recent sets. Maybe Evolving Skies is not as much like that as some more recent sets. I almost feel like ever since even Fusion Strike, like sometimes you'll open an ETB and get like hardly anything, like maybe one ultra rare if you're lucky, and then occasionally you'll open some and get several. So Stoutland, non-holo rare, just breezing through this first ETB here. Leaf Energy, Lantern, Treasure Energy, Digging Gloves, Hoppip, Hitmonchan, Fletchling, Tentacool, Pikachu, Lantern, and Lilligant. Wow. Okay, 2 more for this one. Still a chance. It's an interesting little crimping issue going on there. Okay. Definitely some whitening on this last card here. You kind of almost hope it's not a hit because of the whitening. Usually it's not, because I feel like the hits usually have a little bit better quality control than the rest of the cards. And sure enough, nothing. Wow, okay, already on to our last pack of the first ETB. Yikes, guys. I was hoping for a little bit better than this at least. Alright, let's get some last pack magic for our first ETB. Teddiursa, Phoebus, Zinnia's Resolve, and ending off with a Suicune V. Not bad, a very playable card. I've actually used this in an online deck before, so we'll take it. Alright, now before we go back on to our second ETB, I do always like to update you guys on the progress of our portfolio and also see how it compares to other potential investments. So, you know, if we had actually kept all of these products sealed, you can see all the products that we have opened up until this date, not including our opening today. Let's go back over here. We can go to home. You can see that our portfolio value is actually in the positive, is actually doing really, really well. $746. And actually our current portfolio value is $530, I believe. Yes, actually, so let's 746 minus 530. So yeah, guys, we would actually be $216 in the positive for our portfolio if we had just kept all of this sealed, which I think I'm starting to realize is probably the better strategy. But let's also check out 2 other investments that we could have done instead as well. So first of all, we've been tracking Bitcoin, and if we had put our dollars into that instead, you know, Bitcoin has really been struggling, and actually we wouldn't be doing much better with our Bitcoin investment, but actually it is doing a little better. We'd be at a $203 loss. Our value would be at $326, looks like. Okay, so yeah, that's something. Now, if we had instead invested in the stock market, in the S&P 500 Vanguard Index Fund ETF, we would actually, let's see, we'd still be in the negative. Actually, with the economy, even like the most sure investment like the S&P 500 is still struggling as well. So we'd still be at a loss of $61, but again, doing much better than our portfolio, just the cards themselves that we've opened up. But surprisingly, our sealed investment not doing bad at all. I'm not going to say that it's a better investment because it's still, a very speculative one, but it's definitely telling. It's definitely something to think about. I have heard people say that right now collectibles are actually doing surprisingly well. I guess my theory is that it's taken some time to catch up with the general market, whereas the stock market and things of that nature, even crypto, it tends to kind of reflect almost instantly on the market. Things like real estate and collectibles are not quite like that. It takes some time for them to catch up. We got a hollow Ludicolo, that happy little guy right there. Palpitoad, Fletchling, Hitmonchan, Hoppip, Phoebus, Teddiursa, Rapid Strike, Scroll of the Flying Dragon. And we got Stoutland non-hollow rare. Oh man, we're sweating over here. Really got to turn this around. Avalugg, Lillipup, Seedot, Pikachu, Tentacruel, Fletchling, Nuzleaf. Oh, we got something under there. I don't know if it's anything that good. Let's find out. We have, okay, Rayquaza VMAX. That's not too bad. That actually has some value. I think we've actually pulled this from a booster box when we opened it for the portfolio. So now we got two, if I'm not mistaken. Cool, we'll take it. It's not really what we're needing, but it's a step in the right direction. Really got to pull that Rayquaza or that Umbreon. That's pretty much what we really need today in order to get in the positive today. Pikachu, Tentacruel, Tropius, and Hollow Florges. It is pretty astounding, this set, how much people love this set and the cards inside. It's understandable, but just to the degree, I think it's the combination of, they're really amazing cards, they're really popular Pokemon, and they're really not that easy to hit. All right, let's pull some fire from this pack today. I feel fortunate that I've even pulled any of the alt arts from this set. We have pulled a couple, thankfully, that Rayquaza being one of them. We also got the Leafeon alt art and the Sylveon V, so not too bad. Seismitoad. Oh yeah, and our very, very first opening, it was actually our first booster box we've ever opened. We did pull the Duraludon VMAX alt art, but yeah, it's not really the one you want. At the time, it was worth about $50, but now it's worth hardly anything. It's probably worth like less than $10, maybe. Nickit, Cryogonal, Teddiursa, Lotad, Simba, Palpitoad, and Tropius again. Wow, we got only 2 chances left, guys. It's like you kind of almost don't even want to do it. No news is good news, right? No, but we gotta know. We have to know. Is Umbreon just hiding in there? Here we go. Floette, Boldore, Aroma Lady, Wobbuffet. I want to rug and roll it all night. What a dweeb. Nickit, Flapple. And we got, okay, Lycanroc V. Not horrible. We got two ultra rares from that one and 2 holo rares. Yeah, oftentimes that's kind of all you can expect from an ETB. So, I don't know, guys. It is the Umbreon pack artwork, so that's gotta count for something, right? Well, here we go, guys. Can Evolving Skies save the community portfolio today? Let's find out. Starting with the water. Switching Cups, Elemental Badge, Scroll of the Fang Dragon, Hoppip, Wobbuffet. I want a Roggenrola all night. Dufflet. This feels like deja vu with that last pack. Milotic. And guys, the moment of truth. Today we are ending off with a Flapple, of course. As always, guys, the value from our opening today will be displayed on screen here. What do you guys think? Obviously, we didn't get an alt art. Did we do okay? Was this worth it to open? Let us know in the comments below. And by the way, if you've missed our previous Pokénvesting videos, make sure you check out the one here on screen next. I think you'll really enjoy it. Also give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And lastly, I want to let you know that no matter what you're going through, you are not alone. God is with you and He loves you, and we do too. I'll catch you next time.